Let's look ahead to the Niners game with the Ravens a week from tonight. How do the Niners match up with this team? I mean, real quick, the thing that sticks out to me, Tom Jensen, who writes for me, pointed this out. What the Niners like to do on offense is take advantage of linebackers and safeties in coverage because
Can't do that.
most teams don't have good linebackers or safeties who cover. I mean, they just don't. Ravens do. The Ravens really do. They have excellent linebackers and they have some very versatile safeties. And it's hard to beat them over the middle the way the Niners beat everyone else. So the only other team they faced that was sort of strong in those areas was Cleveland, who beat the Niners and really made Brock look the worst we've ever seen Brock.
Yeah, and the Ravens beat the Browns. Yeah, it's a challenging game. I think the matchup is interesting, right? The Ravens are almost built to beat the 49ers. The reason why is they have a really good run game. They run the ball more than any other team in the NFL, and they're good at it. Also, Lamar Jackson leads that team in rushing, so he's going to run all day on these guys. From their offense to our defense, that's our weakness, stopping the run. And the Ravens are really good at it. And then to your point, they have a really good defense that is kind of built to go against the Niners' strengths. So that's why I feel like this is not only a Super Bowl preview, but it shows us where we stack up in our possibilities of winning the Super Bowl. I think the 49ers dominate the NFC. I don't really see anybody in the NFC that's that much of a threat to the 49ers, but this AFC, they're a little different. And Lamar Jackson is 19-1 against NFC opponents, and they are basically built. Their strengths are our weaknesses. And so this is going to be the ultimate test. If the 49ers pull this one off, then you can be really encouraged about their chances of winning the Lombardi. If they come out here and they look bad against the Ravens, knock on wood, I hope it's not another year where we go to the Super Bowl and lose, because I really can't take it. But I honestly think, I was watching this team last night. I skipped the Warriors game to watch this Ravens game because I'm so curious about them. And man, like, you got to stop Lamar. Lamar is their whole offense. If you can stop Lamar, and kind of like how they did with Hurts. But I was talking to Jesse, who watches a lot of Ravens games. His son's a Lamar Jackson fan, and he thinks that this Ravens team is, Lamar Jackson is different from Hurts. You can't just stay in the lanes and allow him to throw, because he thinks he can, and he can also get on the outside and scramble. So I don't know, man. This game is probably one of the most hard to predict, especially from what I saw from Fred Warner and his defense. They looked tired yesterday, like they did during that 3-game skid. Yeah. So I'm very curious about how this game works out. Luckily, they got an extra day.
Yeah. JL says, from a Ravens fan, the key to beating the Ravens is using a ton of motion on offense and attacking the tackles on defense. Give us the blueprint to beating y'all.
Good luck, man. It's hard. Brock Purdy can make every throw on the field.
Don't fall behind. Get the lead and keep it. That way you can run the ball. The Niners don't have a good run defense. How to stop their offense. Don't let them beat you with that toss run to the left.
Exploit Colt McKivett rush off the
I don't really know what to tell you on that one, guys.
Niners don't have a lot of weaknesses. If they have one weakness, it's the right side of the offensive line, but the Niners do a good job scheming against that. You got to beat them in special teams.
Scramble your ass off if you're a quarterback, because a lot of times those scramble lanes will be available. Kyler ran for 49 yards yesterday. The Niners try their best to be disciplined, but Nick Bosa can't help himself. He's the biggest defender. He's the one that rushes past the quarterback and opens up scramble lanes. So scramble your ass off. Get out of the pocket.
Here's one, though. How's Demo doing right now, Grant? Do we know yet? With the
we'll find out at 2. We'll find out at 2. Yeah.
So that's my worry. If Demo's out and we got Ambry and who's going to be?
I don't know.
Oliver. If Oliver's in the nickel, that's how you attack the 49ers. Yeah.
Yeah. True. Harold McAllister says he's a new member. Also, I'm not certain. Thank you, Harold. I feel like Ambry hasn't really gotten tested the way he will be. Flav says, I think if Brock Purdy gets an extension, it wouldn't really hit the books until after his 4th year. So really we have this year and 2 more, I think. That's true. Like Lamar signed his extension before this year, but I'm sure his cap number isn't astronomical.
Just chips away at guys get really expensive. Like it's not just Brock that gets expensive over the next couple years. It's like Debo gets expensive, Armstead gets expensive, Kittle gets even more
That's true.
expensive. Like, yeah,
That's true.